So, we have to start the same thing which I am telling from the day we started this routine, of searching the self. To for searching the self, you have to go in. That's the important thing. And in going in, if you go in and doesn't make the mind busy, this mind is such a devil, it will come, take you out again. So close your eyes, remain inside and start writing your mantra. Go on writing till you see it, without seeing whether mantra is written or not written, you can't confirm that it is being done or not. When you see it, then you can say, oh, it's there. And the objective is to see search your own self, leave searching others. Because here, eyes are closed, the word is not there. A new word is where you have to enter in, And entering can be possible if mind stops and gets busy there. To make your mind busy inside, not outside now. How do you have, enjoy and reap the fruit of that also? You are not satisfied. Still you need something better than that. What you have up to now enjoyed. No. Always this is the tendency of man. Something more better, something more. So, go in, try to stay in. Staying in is very, very necessary. In staying, sitting also helps, Without sitting you can't, stay in. In moving, partial mind is, in seeing how the path is, what the goal is. But in sitting, full mind is with you. And when the eyes are closed, you are with the mind then. If not, you're searching where the mind is then. And if you start writing your mantra in the forehead, then mind comes, from around where is moving inside, And mind, when it is with you, then it can help only. Otherwise, it is not helping. It is, distracting us.
Hey!
He had the clarity.
Yes.
This one you have to.
Because light was outside there,
Yeah, die
Volgens mij de tweede.
It was helping us to go inside the darkness.
Nee, een van die onderste knoppen is het. De tweede of zo.
Ja, maar dit is helemaal aan. Oh, dit.
Oh, yeah. It takes time sometimes.
Okay. Could you repeat?
This shows, still, after on the button, you have to wait patiently. Be patient, Even still, by closing the eyes, start seeing inside, you have to wait. But go and do it. Because button is to be on. And that owning the button means penning inside, doing inside something to make the mind busy, so that it can feel the state of disconnection from the word. Connection is easy, but disconnection is difficult, We are connected to many things from the very beginning, But connection here is to know your own self and the self which is existing in everybody. Here the goal is searching the self, which is soul of love. Except love, that self is nothing. But beginning is, beginning needs extra effort, extra energy, extra attempt, extra time also. But if love is there somewhere, then time is not needed. You don't care how much time has passed, Because I've seen some boys, when you were young, they started to learn how to cycle, When they got the cycle, they paddled it for 4 hours. And 4 hours have passed. Yes, because you are in love of learning something new. If love is there, time is futile for us, We don't care for the time then, But here, because we are not yet starting, so the time is not over still. Oh, still we are here. So inside time will, spending the time inside in writing will lead you to a state where you will feel, first, I am alone. Nobody is around me. But this self, which is there where it is. I am not seeing, but I have learned, heard that it is there. Don't be discouraged, because it will take time, That's why I said patience is needed there. Penning, writing. And when you see the words written there, then time is there where you can feel, go to the point from where the mind starts in this internal journey, spiritual journey. Again, we have to do the same things here. Why? After practice, they become easy. After practice, when you know how to drive, no care is there. You have to see here and still car is flying. In the same way, when practice is there, you here because no other path is there, only one path is there inside. Then your mind is always at the goal and you fly on, you move on to the point where mind is disconnected with the existing, attraction, fascination. Here, when it stops, then it can be controlled, Beginning is, usually in beginning speed is not there, momentum is not there, pose is not there, even, still pull is also not there. Pull from inside is not there because you are not seeing anything yet, After penning you will start seeing something, Continuous penning, you will see something. Then, in the internal pull will be there. So, what have you got to do? You have to stay in also, for a long time, continuously, and make yourself busy in writing your mantra.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, why not?
Is it like a gradually process? So you first seek for the start of the state of mind you're in right now, and then go to another state of mind and find the beginning of that until you reach the point where you find.
Actually, the things are there, we are not there. That's why something is where it is, we have to go there or not. So, we have to go inside where mind is not functioning.
Where?
Not acting, not doing anything. Then you have to make the mind busy. If you don't make it busy, he is making you busy here. That mind will make you busy there also. So we have to close eyes. When the words of mantra there, go on repeating, go on writing. When you see it, even then, you have to write over the mantra again and again. Don't leave it there also. Because a point of disconnection is needed. You are connected to, that point of disconnection will come, and when that stopping point comes, then your journey starts. Then your work starts, penning inside, seeing inside. Because as long as eyes can't see inside, they can't pen out. They can see. You have that experience. Because in sleep eyes are closed, but still you are seeing everything or not. So we have to reach to that state in meditation also. With closed eyes we could see. Then you can write mantra. In mantra, when you go on writing, love will start for mantra also. You like something, again and again if you approach that state and feel the disconnection of mind from the outer attraction, new type of, satisfaction, comfort comes in. Outward is disturbing one, perturbing one, because outward reactions of many things can be there. No reaction is there. Nobody else is there except you. You can react there, but reaction, if you are writing mantra, it will, stop. It won't overpower you. You can overpower that there. Yes.
But what is patience? Is that perhaps an impertinent question, but is it years?
Not optimal.
Sorry.
Does it take years? Does it take patience of many years?
Oh, attention?
Patience.
No. Patience of many years. Years have passed. You were patient then.
Verstond.
Now you are in the present. In the present patience, when? And present also when you are meditating, then patience is needed.
Okay.
Not anywhere else.
Okay. But you said meditate until the mind is disconnected.
Yes.
Then your journey starts.
Yes.
But the patience is not that.
Because if disconnection is there, after connection, when you reach somewhere, there you have to wait. Why you have to wait? Because complete disconnection is not still there, so mind is not stable there. Patience is needed to reach to the point of stability of mind, where it can stay and see.
Until samadhi, you mean? Stability.
Samadhi is very, very far off,
A lot of patience.
Here patience means, because attraction of the outer world is there in the memory center still, They can cause distraction. They can, drag you back. Clear or not?
I think it didn't quite respond to her question, like how many years would it take on average, right?
Yeah.
To get the mind disconnected. Or how much patience is it within reach in this life? Is it?
Well, yes, actually, patience will come the time, you see inside.
Okay, so
When you start seeing inside, patience is there then.
het geduld komt vanzelf als je binnen kan blijven.
Impatience is as long as you don't get or see anything which you want to possess. When you get something,
Okay. You have to, you don't want,
Je moet geduld hebben om een stabiele mind te hebben, zodat je helemaal ontkoppeld bent. Totdat je ontkoppeld bent, heb je geduld nodig om die fase te bereiken, zodat je helemaal ontkoppeld bent. Dan heb je een stabiele mind. En dan is het geduld gewoon aanwezig. Maar daarvoor heb je dat nodig om tot die staat te komen. Dus als je dat binnen 2 weken wil hebben, succes ermee.
Heel stel, moet het 2 jaar of 10 jaar?
Dat is afhankelijk van jouw intensiteit.
Kan hij dat beantwoorden?
Hm?
Kan hij dat dan beantwoorden op individuele basis?
Nou,
Dat zal hetzelfde antwoord geven.
Ja.
Ben je een beetje verliefd of helemaal verliefd?
En je gaat de meditatie altijd zonder verwachting in.
Ja, altijd.
Ja.
Als je dan weet hoe lang het gaat zitten.
Niet voor iedereen.
Oh. Can you explain? That we were talking about that meditation, you should start your meditation or try to become in a meditation phase, let's put it that way. That you should have never expectations. And Law mentions that depends.
No. Not everybody.
Well, not everybody.
For you it is maybe clear that you have no expectations, but that is not for everybody.
Depends on where you start, where you are. You
Yes,
mean-
dear.
actually, what is there? We have worldly state of mind when you start. In worldly state, what you think, when we do something, we must get something in return. In world, this
In
is
the outer
the.
world, yes.
In the world, this is the position.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in world, no word is there.
So there's no exchange.
No results are needed there. Nothing is needed there.
Nothing is needed. You only have to
Practice only.
practice. Yeah. That's simple.
Possible.
But I have a question.
Yes, come on.
I wrote it down because I thought, okay, let's wait. I was asking yesterday the question about previous lives. If we have met in previous lives as well. And you confirmed, yes, we have. So that really turned me a little bit on. But as we now say, okay, we need to start meditation. We are now here in this life and met you. And for some people it's many times already, but for most of them it's new. But now it's, my question is, how does it work? Because if you have met in previous lives, this would mean that you also have meditated, done meditation in previous lives. So if you become to the point of disconnection, where you go inside, so if you enter, would that mean then that you will come to the point where you have ended last life?
Yes.
Or
Actually, when you leave your body, before you are doing meditation or doing something else, you have to remember that point. When you leave the body,
Yeah.
what were you doing?
I don't know, I can't remember my previous life.
When if you leave the body while meditating, then you can start from the point where you left the meditation.
Okay. But we don't know.
Stay inside.
Okay.
So actually that's why we have to repeat it again.
Repeat. So you have to repeat.
Start again.
You start again, you know. That's why I usually come and say, start again. What? Collect your mind. Collect your mind, disconnect your mind. Then focus it at one point. The point which is inside from their mind, you know, starts its inward journey. Outward it knows how to run, how to move. But inward it has not yet started. Inward will start when the mind will stop completely. Then it can move. Both motions can't go together. Worldly plus spiritual motions, they can't go together at this point. Somewhere it can be possible, you know. A point where you can, there where mind is not functioning, you are there where the mind was directed by some force which we call intellect, which has known what right is, that intellect. And after knowing that intellect, when you follow right, then you go to the point, because intellect is also varying. Where is the force which is actuating this intellect, you know? Where is that energy which is giving push to the intellect also? Do this, not that. That is called consciousness. That is called individual self also. So individual has many covers, you know. Self has many covers. Body of the food is there. Body of prana is there. Then body of air is there also. Prana is air within the body, but air is something which is everywhere. After Vayu, what is there? Then again what? Water comes. Water which is everywhere. Then after that fire comes. Fire is also everywhere. Or not?
I think so. You say so.
Fire is also everywhere, you know. On the earth it is there, in the sky it is there, and wherever you go it is there. Because out of 5 elements, forms are created, you know. Wherever form is there, 5 elements are there. But all are collectively functioning in the presence of your own self. If self is there, body functions. If self is not there, body is like a dead piece, doesn't function. So self is somewhere inside. For that we have to what? Go away. Stay in and go to the point where mind starts penning your mantra, writing your mantra, so that you can reach to a point you feel, I am in, no word is allowed, no contents, even the iota of outer word is not there. I am only there. From there, when you pen, write, there the mind will one day, after your, eagerness, after your love to reach that point, will stop. After stopping, another gati starts then. Direction of change in all vehicles is possible only when you stop. When you come to a point where neutral is there. Neutral point means neither the attraction of the word is there, nor the attraction of inner word is there yet, because you have not known that.
After the mind, what comes then? Is it then ego or intellect? What's after the mind?
After the mind, intellect comes. After the intellect, ego comes. And then ego, after ego, then self comes. In other words, these are the dresses over self, These all are, we are dressed in these things. So we have to first undress, go out of them, and then, you can reach to the point where one can stay in seeing and start writing. Because if paper is not seen, how can you write? On paper you can write, The paper of your mind, if it is not seen, you can't write. That paper is to be seen there. See the paper and then write over it. If you don't see, even then, whatever space you see, you have to write it there, Beginning will be whatever you see inside, then write on that, in that space, And after writing, you will reach to the point where you have actually to write, That means in the mind, in the forehead.
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 That's when you're in.
Yes.
But before you're in,
Before you are, whatever you see, you have to pen there.
you also have to write it.
Yes, right.
But what is the difference then between writing your mantra and using your breath?
Breath is, what is breath actually, you have to see,
Breath is your mind.
No, mind is not your breath.
Right.
Why don't we call mind and breath? Two names are there. To name differentiate that, breath is different, mind is different. In the life also, someone is there, someone is can have a muscle as a name. Then two are there. Two names are for two things. For one thing, only one name is there.
What is the difference then?
Oh, muscle and
No,
arena has got no difference.
No, I mean the difference in using of repeating your mantra on your inhale and your exhale.
Inhale and exhale means, you have no control over inhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling, have you any control over it?
No.
Yeah. How can you utter? You have to become like breath, and then a control will come. Then you can utter through breath.
Then you can.
Also use breath.
Repeat with breath,
Can you
Oké.
Over je adem hebt, dan kan je je mantra op je, alleen met je adem mee
Als je
laten
de
gaan.
adem beheerst,
Ja, beheerst. Ja.
dan kun je
Word
het.
to word. So what does that mean?
What was needed?
What does it mean if you control the breath
Yes.
that you're on your path?
Actually, when car is under control, then you can drive it on the road, In the same way, when breath is under your control, then you can, utter mantra.
What is needed to get the breath under control? To control the breath?
Actually, breath is controlled by mind. When you desire anything of the word, and you want it immediately, then what you do? You run to that place. And what happens? Then breath runs also with you.
Yeah. Ah, yes.
Or not?
Yes. So once the mind isn't under control, you can never control your breath.
Breath is automatically controlled if breath is, mind is controlled.
Yeah. Got it. And when you're working on trying to control your mind, and you're doing it with the breath, then you're following the
Not
mind still.
possible then,
Yeah.
you know.
So that's for the experience.
But what,
But,
You said something. and
no, I said, so when you can control your breath, then you can use your mantra on your breath.
Yes.
And that means that you have a stable mind.
Yes, when stable mind comes, then actually what happens, breath stops, you know.
Then?
Stops. When you go into meditation, you know whether breath is moving or not. You know? Don't know. And in meditation, when the mind stops, breath also stops. Maybe for a second. But when you go on higher stage, it can stop for hours together.
What
So
favorite
actually you never have a stable mind then?
Yeah?
Yeah?
So you never have a stable mind. I was thinking that you have a stable mind at the point of disconnection or something. I'm not fitting in.
If disconnection is complete, then stable mind is there. But disconnection is not complete yet. And disconnection can be possible only when you are first disconnected from the outer world and then connected to the inner world. And there too, when you become a watcher, a seer, then breath can stop. I have seen some of the person, they go into the ground, we covered over them, still they survived because they went into meditation.
Because if you then in deep meditation,
Yes,
then you can,
Everything.
then your mind is
same,
stopped,
yes,
your breath is stopped,
yes,
and you can still be alive.
yes.
Ah.
You want to try?
No.
There's a special place here.
Then
We
the,
get you
with
up
the
when we go.
Kujal spot, the neti pot, and then the sand bit.
every morning.
So,
Guruji,
yes,
you said when getting the mind stable, you can reach that by going inside. But what when you're an advanced practitioner of pranayama and kumbhaka? Is that
that is something outside, you know. When you hold breath, you know that you are holding or not. That means where you are then.
Mind.
You are not inside. You are watching with the mind and senses, I am holding.
Pranayama is for purification.
Yes, it purifies. Why? Because oxygen is there.
Yep.
Oxygen is there. Intake of oxygen, you know, purifies what? Everything. Purifies the blood. Then healthy corpuscles are produced. Healthy hemoglobin is produced. Healthy white corpuscles are produced. And if what happens? A point comes, then you know, there also breath can stop, but not for a long time in the beginning. Only for a short time it stops. But in samadhi, where the intellect is balanced, not disturbed by outer actions, reactions, there it can stop. Because the velocity of the breath increases, decreases with the feeling of, pain and happiness.
Shall I make a little?
Yes, yes. You can make. I want a while little.
Hij begint met, dus ga naar binnen en schrijf je mantra. Doe het net zo lang, zodat je het kunt zien. Zoek jezelf in plaats van de anderen. We moeten een nieuwe wereld ingaan en laat de mind innerlijk maar druk zijn. We willen steeds beter en willen steeds meer. En dat gaan we nu innerlijk zoeken. Als je gaat zitten, waar begint de mind? Zoek dat op. Zoek tijdens de meditatie als je gaat zitten waar de mind begint. Voel de staat van ontkoppeling in je. Voel de onthechting van de wereld. Voel hoe dat is tijdens de meditatie. Het zelf is vol met liefde. In het begin heb je extra inspanning nodig, zoals je iets wil leren, moet je eerst de basis eigen maken en dan gaat het vanzelf. Tijdens het schrijven zul je voelen dat je alleen bent in het doen van het schrijven. Als je dan het schrijven kunt zien, je mantra kunt zien, dan begint eigenlijk pas je spirituele reis. Als de basis eenmaal eigen is, dan kun je verder, want de mind weet nu waarheen. Want als de mind stopt, dan kunnen we hem sturen. Alle processen liggen klaar om te gaan functioneren. Alleen wij moeten het aansturen met onze aandacht en focus. Alleen kunnen deze processen werken als we ons ontkoppelen, als we ons ontkoppeld hebben. Als je mantra schrijft, dan heeft de buitenwereld eigenlijk geen invloed. Als je het ziet in het schrijven, dan ben je zo gefocust, dan heeft de wereld om je heen geen invloed meer. Zolang de mind nog niet volledig ontkoppeld is, zul je geduld moeten hebben totdat er een volledige ontkoppeling aanwezig is en er een stabiele mind aanwezig is. Als je overlijdt, dan is het bepalend wat je op dat laatste moment denkt. Dus herhalen van je mantra ook tijdens het moment van doodgaan. Dan kun je daarna makkelijker het proces weer oppakken. In de wereld willen we wat hebben voor inspanning. Alleen innerlijk is dat soms een issue. En dat bedoelde ik daarmee te zeggen van, dat is juist het wrijvingspunt van, kunnen we ons ontkoppelen, dan hebben we geen inspanning, dan hebben we geen verwachting, dan hebben we geen wensen, dan laten we het zijn zoals het is en doen ons best. Als je op een bepaald punt komt waar de mind stopt, dan komt er een stabiel intellect. Wat voedt het intellect dan? En dat is ons individuele bewustzijn. Het zelf heeft verschillende lagen, zoals de koshas die we eerder behandeld hebben. Aarde, water, vuur, lucht en eten zijn overal. Uit deze 5 elementen zijn alle vormen gecreëerd. Het functioneert door ons individuele bewustzijn. En om dat te beseffen, dienen naar binnen te gaan en te gaan schrijven. Door je gretigheid komt er een dag dat de mind stilkomt. En dan begint er een nieuwe reis. Als de mind stil is, dan komt het intellect. En na het intellect komt het ego en dan het werkelijke zelf. Als je het innerlijke scherm niet ziet, dan kun je nog niet schrijven. Wat is het verschil tussen gebruik maken van de adem en de mantra of met het schrijven? De mind beheerst de adem. Soms stopt de adem als de mind stopt. Door pranayama dat gebeurt in de buitenwereld. Het zuivert het hele systeem van ons. In samadhi kun je de adem laten stoppen op het moment dat het intellect stabiel is. Yes?
Question?
Wat? In samadhi, als er een stabiel intellect is, dan kan het zijn dat de mens stopt voor een langere tijd.
You said first come mind. If you can stop the mind, the intellect will be stronger. And if the intellect is stronger, then ego comes. Can you explain that step?
Because you always say mind, ego, intellect.
Yeah.
That makes it confused.
Yeah. Because you say ego is the decider of where it should listen to mind or intellect. I don't know that.
Actually, in outer world, You are coming from inside outside. In practice, you have to go from outside inside. And there first comes mind, then intellect, then ego.
And what do you mean then with ego? Said
Ego,
aham.
ego means anything you possess different from others, that is ego. It is because of your possessive nature.
I don't get why it sounds like it's less intellectual than the intellect.
What?
Ego. When you say it's about
Ego,
possessions.
yes, from actual intellect it is less. Intellect of the world is not, higher than the intellect of spiritual path. So, when spiritual intellect is higher, that means ego is
Lower. But here in this sequence, it's behind intellect. It's like you say mind, intellect, ego, the self.
Actually, when you are going in, you have to untravel what you have traveled. The distance you have covered, you have to come back, and then you have to go on a new path. Follow me, Anna?
Ego staat eerst. Even naar daaruit ontkomen. Intellect en
Wil jij dat eens
mind.
uitleggen, anders? Wil jij dat eens uitleggen?
Als je, wat hij bedoelt, is dat de mind, als je vanuit de buitenwereld komt, mind is het eerste. Daar zit, dat is waar ons denken zit.
Ja.
En dan zegt hij van, wat vertroebelt ons intellect in feite, want dat kun je andersom zetten, wat vertroebelt ons intellect? Een vertroebelde mind. Maar wat hij daarna zegt, van op het moment dat je die mind ook beheerst, die mind stil kunt zetten, dan komt het intellect, en daar zit het weten. En als dat stabiel is, dan kan ons individuele zijn, ons ego, zeg maar, opgaan in het individuele zelf. Eigenlijk en dat is wat hij net zei, van als je vanuit buiten naar binnen gaat werken, dan is die mind zo dominant. En het ego staat toch voor dat onderscheidende van, het punt staat dat voor dualiteit van gescheiden zijn van die eenheid. Ja, dat is dat ego. En het intellect staat ook voor het stukje capaciteit wat je hebt om informatie op te nemen, op te slaan.
Dus je bedoelt eigenlijk te zeggen dat op het moment dat je het intellect kunt laten spreken, dat je dan eigenlijk pas kunt begrijpen, zuiver intellect,
stabiel intellect.
Dat je dan pas kunt begrijpen wat dat ego is.
Ja.
En dat je daarom dan pas aan kunt pakken. Oké.
Want anders is het een steeds vertroebeld beeld van jouw ego.
Ja.
Omdat het ego nu gekoppeld is aan jouw wereldsidentiteit.
Ja. Yes.
One mind is searching the word, other is searching the self. Two minds are there. One is searching the word. When it is searching the word, then it is outside.
Yeah.
And when it is searching the self, then it is inside.
Yes.
Swamiji.
Yeah.
Then what exactly is the difference between ego and Jivatma?
Ego and Jivatma. Actually, ego means, limited things which you like, attached to. And self is having everything. Because it doesn't die, it doesn't take birth. But these things of the world, they, grow and then they also die. Self is eternal, Jiva is eternal, but world is not eternal at all. Because of the, destructive nature, we sometimes, we believe that we are also like that. We also take birth and die. So mind is like that then.
But then if mind is, let's say, stable and intellect is also stable, then there is no ego that is...
No, both things can't happen, If mind is not stable, ego can't be, intellect can't be stable then. They are interconnected.
Now,
stability of mind will come from what? Intellect.
Comes from intellect.
Stable mind becomes intellect.
Yes.
And then what I don't understand is that if intellect is then, let's say stable mind is intellect, then is there still ego like the limited?
Yes, ego is there till you know the self, Ego remains. After knowing the self which is eternal, then these things will go. These things grow and die. They have their beginning and ending. But self, endless it is. Everywhere it is. Follow or not?
Yeah.
So something which is eternal, that is to be searched, Eternal thing, if the seed is eternal, then anything out of eternal will be what? Permanent. Always with you. But that point comes only when you leave temporary things completely. That's why I say disconnect your mind from the outer world. After disconnection, a point starts where the search for something which is permanent. You can't desire two things at a time, Where you need also and spiritual word also. No, they can't go together. One you have to leave in the beginning. When you leave one, then you reach to a point from where you can get this word also and the inward satisfaction also. Control of mind then gives you everything. Satisfaction of mind gives you everything. Because that mind is busy satisfying the self, searching the self, comforting the self. When you are there, everything what? Peace will come. As long as it is not connected to the self, peace is not there, comfort is not there. Hunger for the word is still remains if it is not there. And without leaving the word, you can't enter in. You have to leave one thing. Then you can go in. Now after staying, you will reach to the point where you can, get internal comfort also and outer comfort. Understand or not?
Yeah, I think so.
Think so. Still, it's not clear yet. That it means it is not clear yet. Actually, what happens? When you become master of something, what happens?
Master is easy.
Master means, he can give. He doesn't want anything from anybody then. He gives everything. Or not? Whatever knowledge he possesses, he distributes. But before reaching to that state, there is, fear of losing what you possess. Oh, I may lose if I am distributing these things. But this knowledge is such a knowledge. Even that knowledge which you are, spreading in the world, that also increases by giving, by sharing. When you teach somebody, what happens, You teach from your level, but the level of the student comes, and then it suggests you how to remove his doubt. How to make that, subject more clear to the student. So our aim is to make you more what? Clear in your understanding, But way is little different. You have to stay in, watch in, read to the point, where disconnection of the attractions of the world can be possible. That means after staying in, your journey starts, in other words. When you stay in, then you start on this path. Sometimes staying in, if disconnection is not there, you can stay there, but still, because outer attractions are powerful, they drag you out. They don't leave you live there. So we have to live in, stay in. Simplest way is to write words. They are right mantra there. Because in writing mantra, mind will be busy. If it is busy, then it can, leave things which are outside, things which are disturbing, distracting him. Don't letting him to go to the point of concentration where he can write and pen and see. Better to be, saying my repetition, my saying matters nothing because they don't understand.
That's not true.
No.
De volgorde, daar hebben we het even over gehad, over mind, ego, intellect. Is dat hij ook zegt dat het, de volgorde waarom hij dat nu behandelt op deze manier, is van van buiten naar binnen. En dan is het dat de mind gestabiliseerd moet worden. Als de mind gestabiliseerd is, kan het intellect stabiliseren, omdat hij niet meer vertroebeld wordt door al die mind-gedachten. En van daaruit kan het ego zich veel meer richten op het zelf. Dus het verschil tussen ego is dat hij gelimiteerd is en het jivatma, het werkelijke zelf, is onbegrensd. Door de mind identificeren we ons met de natuur. Om de mind stabiel te maken, dan wordt het intellect stabiel, omdat de mind niet meer de impressies van buiten naar binnen haalt, dat hij stil is. En op het moment dat hij stil is, kan het intellect stabiel worden en dan leert het ego het zelf kennen, omdat hij niet meer afgeleid wordt, weggetrokken wordt door die buitenwereld. Door de zoektocht naar die permanentheid. Het is een zoektocht naar die permanentheid die ons op dat pad brengt. Als de mind naar binnen gaat, geeft de mind tevredenheid. Maar als de mind nog niet helemaal ontkoppeld is, dan kan dat dus geen rust of geen vrede geven. Als je iets meester bent, dan kun je delen en geven. Kennis groeit door te geven en door te delen. En dus zorgen we ervoor dat het steeds helderder wordt wat we hier moeten begrijpen van de stof, dus keer naar binnen. Aantrekkingen, verleidingen vanuit de buitenwereld trekken je, regelmatig dan nog, van je pad en vertroebelt je focus. Helder?
Maar je zegt het ego is gelimiteerd in feite.
Ego is, als je het verschil tussen ego en jivatma, is dat het ego in feite een instrument is, zoals het ook staat, en dat het dus gelimiteerd is. Terwijl jivatma is onbegrensd. Het werkelijke zelf is onbegrensd.
Maar het ego gaat dan eigenlijk met zelf?
Op het moment dat je een stabiel intellect hebt, zal het ego er altijd zijn. Tot het laatste moment van moksha. Alleen het zal een instrument worden en niet meer jou zijn. Want op het moment dat je werkelijke zelf ontmoet, is het ego een instrument. Terwijl het nu nog steeds...
Zodra het ego het zelf ontmoet.
Ja.
En dat gebeurt als het intellect stabiel is.
Ja.
Actually, body is made of 5 elements, You know it? 4 of them limit you. One is everywhere, so it doesn't block you, it assists you. knows or not? Space is everywhere or not? So, last element we call it Akasha, space, everywhere it is, you know. So, your created limitations can be created by Akasha only, because it is limitless.
Say it again. With Akasha?
Akasha is limitless,
Yes.
and your limits can be, broken by that only. If you are in Akasha, you can break your limits, you know. Others hold you, Akasha free you, because it is everywhere.
So how do the others hold you then?
Eh?
The other four, how do they hold you? The fire,
Why they are
the
limited?
water, and they're limited. Oh.
Earth solid,
Yeah.
water limited also by earth. River is flowing, they have their,
But air is air also limited?
air is also limited. Though it is in Akasha, we see it is moving. It is not, though it is moving all the time, but that is not felt all the time. Movement in the air you feel. When it flows, something by its flow is, disturbed. Oh, wind is there. And fire also needs some material to manifest, So it is limited. Without wood you can't get fire, or not? Some material will be there wherever you will get fire. You can say in heater there is fire, but there what is there? Spring is there, wire is there, electricity is there. These things connect, then fire is there. So fire is also limited. Only space is unlimited.
Space.
Ether.
Oh.
Akasha.
We call it Akasha, sky.
Is it with a K or G? K?
K? Akasha.
Akash.
Akasha.
We noemen het ruimte.
Why we call it Akash, A means everywhere. Kash means Prakash. Light is giving us what? Prakash.
Sorry, Kash means?
Akash means everywhere.
Yeah.
Who is light, who has light everywhere. He is full of light, we can say.
And the part Kash?
Kash is to give brightness, give light.
Sorry.
You see, they say in sky, how many galaxies are there, then how many suns are there, how much light is there.
Unlimited.
Actually, breaking up the your created attractions limit is the objective of living in Akasha. Expanding yourself, If you live in the element, you are again limited. If you go into the Akasha, because it is unlimited, you get unlimited.
When we get unlimited, impurities can go, no?
Impurity goes,
Yeah.
Only in limited area air can be polluted, In the room air can be polluted, but outside it's not polluted. So breaking the limits created by you is the objective of what? Going in, staying in, repeating your mantra, writing your mantra there.
Inside.
In writing, actually, you are separated from everything or not? Their objective is the search of the self, not the search of others. You are searching their self. Where is my self? If it is how it is like, because it doesn't take birth, so it doesn't die, how it is like that? Question can come, because self doesn't take birth. So you have not seen up to now anything which doesn't take birth. Have you seen? So that is something divine which doesn't take birth. Self is divine. So divine doesn't take birth. So we have to reach that point. That's why I say, go in, stay in, repeat mantra. So you can see the divinity which is inside. First, when you know yourself, you can know your divinity also. Yeah.
I have still not understood how we, as we are acting in the world, etc., can go in and stay in while performing our daily duties. Apart from the sitting for meditation, etc.
Everything can be done. I gave you the example, A child does everything or not.
Yes.
When you grow higher, young, you do everything or not. Who is doing?
That inner self.
Inner self is doing. In the presence of self, everything can be done. If self is not, nothing can be done.
But that now it is not without the awareness that the self is doing. So that is how to bring that back.
It will come automatically. When you come out, things will come out. Even, when you stop, seeing inside, a day will come when you will be to the highest point. From there, then you will start seeing everything. From there you will start doing everything.
Like, for instance, what do you see?
Where?
Now.
I?
Yeah.
Oh, actually I see something. What something? Everywhere God is there.
What does it look like?
God. It's like you also.
Did you see what I see, actually?
No. Because you see different things, I see different things.
Yeah, okay, but you see the world is like energy with your eyes, with your elements, instruments. I mean.
But its state is different, It is like, little boy sees things but from a different level. When you become young, you see things from a different state of mind or not. The same state means? No. It changes. In the same way, when you practice, you reach to a state of mind where you see everything, but see everything not like gross things. Divinity in those things are seen. God in those things are seen.
But I'm trying to understand. Of course, I cannot understand yet, but I'm trying to have an image of that. Like, if you see from what you said before, from like the top of the hill, and you look down, because that's what you do, is that. What do you see?
See the world which you see?
But for instance, like you had your path, right? What was the difference maybe when you were younger and you are now seeing things different? What is the difference?
Actually, when you are at your stage, when I was at your stage, man was there, women was there. But when we go higher, neither man is there, not woman is there. Then divinity is there, God is there. God is neither woman nor man. But later on, when you go higher, then you see divinity in every woman. Woman is mother and man is father. Every woman is mother, mother goddess, and every man is what? Maybe Krishna, maybe Rama, maybe Narayana. We see that.
But what if, for instance, you see that divinity in someone, and that someone wants something from you, and you have to respond to that? Like you're in the world of acting, you're doing your job, you're what is the difference then in acting?
Actually, worldly level is different. There you demand something. And demand something worldly, which, take birth and die. But in divine world, divinity doesn't take birth, doesn't die. So we can give something permanent to you if you are prepared for that.
Guru mantra.
You have to try.
The Guru mantra is.
Yes. Actually, Guru Mantra will give you what? To see the reality.
Yeah. And so, for example, so you were saying you see the mother goddess
Yes.
in a woman. Is it linked to gender, or not necessarily?
No, mother is mother.
Yes. So, is a woman mother
Woman it
goddess.
can be.
Or can also a man? Can you see mother goddess in a?
Man also sometimes,
Okay.
But man is because, in that stage, because masculine and feminine both are there.
Yes.
When you see two things.
And is the Guru mantra, so for example, I don't know, you see somebody and you think, oh, there is like Saraswati. And that person asks you Guru mantra. Is that mantra then linked to what you see, the energy you see in that person? Is that then, will you give that person a Saraswati mantra?
Actually, what happens, actually every girl, every woman is mother. And at a stage you see those things. You don't give anything. You reach there and see. Giving is after demanding. You give when you demand, or you give without demanding.
I'm not sure where giving now comes into the conversation. I'm not sure if I...
Okay, it's that you give.
No, like if you give Guru mantra to, you see somebody and you see like a mother goddess in there, like a Saraswati.
Yes,
right?
it is already there. When you reach there, you see it. Mother is everywhere or not.
Yes, yes.
And when you reach to that point, you can see mother in everybody.
Yeah, okay. I understand. But it wasn't a question I think I asked. I meant, because you were saying like, you see somebody, and you see like it's divine, the divine form of a person, of an incarnated person. Right?
Yes, I see like
yes,
that,
that's
because
what
I've crossed these
but
things.
and that's what I'm talking about. So
yeah.
what you see, and if you see like a divine form in that person coming to you for Guru mantra?
Why should it be a form?
Okay, never mind.
Maybe another question. How do you decide when someone asks you Guru mantra? How you decide which mantra to give?
Yeah.
Actually, there we have to see his state of mind, whether he is, dominated by his mother or dominated by his father. Then we have to, increase. If he is dominated by father, then we have to increase his feminine, mother's instinct in it more, Then we give him the mantra of mother. If he is dominated by mother, then we give him the mantra of father, God.
And if someone comes to you, you can analyze them.
Yes, by his talking we can see. When they say something, we judge it, this is the thing. Because we have to see everything when we give mantra sometime, whether he will do or not. But still sometimes we give it, don't worry. If he start doing something, will be rewarded to him because of doing mantra. Because God gives what? With what, thought you remember him, Repeat it, These things are,
4 van de 5 elementen belemmeren ons. De ether, ofwel akasha, zal onze beperkingen kunnen breken, want dat is zeg maar onbegrensd. En dat wat onbegrensd is, kan onze gewoontes, onze beperkingen breken. Dus aarde, water, vuur en lucht is overal, maar het is ook beperkend. Akash staat voor A, is overal, en Kash geeft licht, dus in het gehele universum aanwezig. Dus eigenlijk wordt het over het algemeen Akash vergeleken met het universum, de ruimte. Uitdijen in het Akash kun je daardoor, door het uitdijen in het Akash, in de ether, in de ruimte, kun je zeg maar je onbegrensdheid creëren. En dan, op het moment dat we ons onbegrensd kunnen maken, zoals we de meditatie wel eens doen, dan verdwijnen uiteindelijk ook die onzuiverheden. Dus breek je grenzen met het uitdijen. In het schrijven ben je in jezelf, zonder de wereld om je heen en voel je je alleen. Heb je al iets gezien? Want er zijn af en toe nog wat opmerkingen, dus het zijn wat losse dingen. Er was een vraag van, heb je al een keertje iets gezien wat niet geboren hoeft te worden? Zoals het divine. En, want de divine wordt niet geboren. Hoe kunnen we staande blijven in de wereld als je er bovenuit stijgt en je ziet dan ook alles, maar op het moment dat je er bovenuit kunt stijgen en je ziet alles, dan kun je van daaruit alles in de wereld doen. Dat is die vraag die je gaf van, weet je, hoe kun je dat combineren, maar op het moment als je er bovenuit bent gekomen en je kunt vanuit dat punt blijven in de wereld, dat is wat je eigenlijk doet, of ziet, dat hij eigenlijk vanuit die staat waar een constantheid in zit, wel in de wereld kan functioneren. Maar vanuit dat standpunt.
Het is niet vanaf het begin.
Nee, zeker niet.
Dan ben je meer de wacht, dan kan je meer de toeschouwer.
Ja, hij is meer de toeschouwer. Zie het goddelijke in alles en iedereen. Dat is wat hij zei op de vraag van wat zie je. Op een lager niveau zie je veel meer mannen en vrouwen. Maar als je daar bovenuit stijgt, kom je veel meer dat je elke vrouw als moeder ziet en elke man als vader ziet. En daarna zie je ze als goden. Een guru mantra kan je helpen om beter te zien. De wereld beter in kaart te brengen, de wereld te zien zoals die is. Mantra geef je als je gedomineerd wordt door... welke mantra geef je? Op het moment dat je gedomineerd wordt door vader of moeder, is de mantra daar om die balans in die energie weer zeg maar te herstellen. Dat was het een beetje.
Actually, they all want to hear only, but they don't want to practice. That's why they are asking the same questions every day.
I don't have to write this down.
Yeah.
I have a question. How can you help someone that's afraid of death?
Afraid of what?
Death. Dying.
Death?
So, but maybe they're not familiar with.
Actually, death is imaginative only.
But how can you convince
Self
them?
doesn't die. Self dies,
No.
then. So
But what
you
if-
have to, again, same things have to be done to reach to the point where you can see self, which is divine in you.
What if someone is not familiar with reincarnation?
With,
What if someone is not familiar with reincarnation?
he may not be, but when he start doing something, he will reach to a point where he can get this, clarity. You may or may not believe something, but those things are happening. Which things you are not seeing, they are not happening. You have seen, curd under the microscope. If you see curd, what will you see there, Insect moving there. There. In ordinary world, you are not seeing it. But they are there or not? After seeing in microscope, curd, you won't take it, Oh, full of insect it is. So, we may not see, we may not know, but those things are still there. Follow? Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
In Hindu culture, after someone dies, a lot of rituals are being done for passing soul, etc. But many people who are not Hindus and they die, does it then make a difference? I mean, does the soul from someone who doesn't do those rituals go differently, or?
Actually, the things are, when you believe, then those things are true. If you don't believe, they are there, but you don't obey. You don't obey it. Code of conduct is there everywhere, or not? And that is actually, showing, because that, person which dies, it remains around you up to 11 days sometimes. He sees everything what you are doing.
But then in different cultures, they do nothing those 11 days.
Yes.
So does that matter for the soul who has departed?
Doesn't matter because, he's watching everything. Somebody is remembering me or not. I am remembering, they are remembering or not. Then whatever he can do, because he is powerful than us at that time. He can give you anything at that stage. You won't get that.
And for the rituals after 6 months, 1 year?
Oh yes, after 1 year, you also, actually, when you give these things, deities are pleased then, Actually, results are given by what? Then deities,
I didn't follow the last.
Deities, that means Pitriloka is there or not?
Yeah.
In that Pitras live or not? They give you their fruits if you remember them. They have to measure your love for them. It is selfish or selfless. Accordingly, they give you the fruits also, yes. Follow?
Ron, zou je het nog even willen vertalen, alsjeblieft?
Even zinnetje afstaan. Doodgaan is een fantasie. Doodgaan is eigenlijk een fantasie, want je gaat eigenlijk niet dood. Waar we het over hebben is over jezelf. En jezelf gaat niet dood. Dus stelt er eens een vraag over cultuur en zo. En als je in iets gelooft, dan is het waar. dan geloof je erin. En ik denk dat we dan moeten denken aan daar wat je aandacht geeft, dat groeit. En dat je daar op een gegeven moment zo in gaat geloven dat het ook waar is. En dat mensen er ook werkelijk in geloven. Wat op een gegeven moment gezegd wordt, als iemand doodgaat, zal die nog een tijdje rondhangen. Wat voor cultuur je ook afkomt, dat is gewoon een universeel gegeven. Dat je als ziel een tijdje erbij blijft. Hij noemt het ook 11 dagen. En die dagen kan zo'n ziel nog signalen geven, kan nog iets doen, weet je, op het moment dat mensen daar ontvankelijk voor zijn. Als je het hebt over, zeg maar, die rituelen van een half jaar of een jaar, zegt hij van, dan kom je op dat punt van Pitraloka, waar die iets wat hij zegt, zeg maar, vertoeven dan, daar, zeg maar, zullen reageren op dat soort rituelen, afhankelijk van je intentie, die je vanuit dat ritueel doet, waarmee je dat ritueel doet, zullen die jou die vruchten geven. Als je intentie heel egoïstisch is, zal het navenant een resultaat zijn. Maar is het vanuit liefde, vanuit dankbaarheid, dan zal het navenant zijn. Dus eigenlijk wat hij aangeeft, dat het hele doodgaan is een imaginaire situatie waar we eigenlijk zo in zijn gaan geloven dat het een ramp is, dat het een trauma is, dat het een trauma wordt. En als je dan zegt van, hoe kun je iemand helpen, zegt hij ook van, weet je, op het moment dat wij iemand willen helpen, we kunnen wel duidelijk maken dat we onze visie hebben, onze idee hebben daarover, maar hoe ontvankelijk is iemand daarvoor? Dat is de vraag. Maar we kunnen hij zegt ook van, als je onder een microscoop zit te kijken, dan zie je dingen die je met het blote oog niet kunt zien. Dus er zijn heel veel dingen die we niet zien, maar er wel zijn. Dus waarom zou dit soort zaken er niet zijn, ook al kunnen we het met het blote oog niet zien? En dat is wat hij bedoelt met het hele goddelijke wat hij erbij had van. Weet je, het is zoveel meer wat het eigenlijk is. Maar we zien dat niet allemaal. Dus wil niet zeggen dat het er niet is. Helder een beetje?
Well, or not. You can see those things with instruments. But if your eyes or your state of mind goes to that point, then you can see with your own eyes also, oh, they are like this. The reality is that now. With practice, you have to first raise yourself. And raising is possible only when you give up something, detach yourself. After detachment, attachment can be possible. Or not? In the world, same things are happening, you know. If somebody is attached to other says he is attached to him. When the day he is not attached to him, then he comes. He wants space. What these things are done, in that world also, other entities which are higher than us, they are watching. But they do the right way, right goal. They can help you. So same things are being repeated so that your goal may be clear to you. Your aim may be clear to you. If aim is clear, goal is clear, then you will try to achieve that also. A way of achieving is just, disconnecting first, then connecting. Disconnecting to the attachments which are there in this world. When you give up those attachments, then you can get attached to the self which is there inside you. And from there, better understanding of your attachments, better understanding of achieving the attachment will also come there. Before that, you can only what? Hunger. You can only desire only. You won't get it. That's why sometimes when you don't get it, even you don't, hate from dying even. People die or not? They die. Why? They don't get what they want.
Yeah. What is the reason that
Like in more cultures, they meditate, like Buddhism or so, they meditate as well, right? But and some are very far as well. But what is the reason? It's still different because they can see things too as well, right?
What do you think?
If a Buddhist is going to meditate, what is the difference with Buddhist meditation?
Because they reach the truth as well.
Actually, way of meditation is everywhere is the same, in all creed castes. Only words which you use can be different. Om Mani Padme Hum is there, mantra of what? Buddha. Om is there. Mani Padme is the name of what? Buddha.
Yeah, but why are they saying different things then? Why are they?
Why you like different things? Tell me. Then this lady. You like the same thing she likes?
No.
Then you can understand state of mind matters there. Different state of mind give you different attractions, different selections, and different attempts to achieve them all.
Different attempts and different techniques.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you are in a certain level, then you see the truth, right?
No, at certain level it is not.
Only the highest.
Certain level, certain level means level of the word can be certain level or not.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Level which comes after disconnecting yourself from the worldly attraction and stability inside. Then in another level comes, there you can decide, what is right, what is wrong. Then you move on the right one. Before that, you are wavering. Okay.
But they are not there then.
Not there, that's why they are wavering. They are not desiring one thing all the time. They change their things or not? What they need, they change. No.
I guess, I don't know. Okay.
So, because this search is little different. Why different? It's not worldly like. But you want to use the worldly like means also, worldly like aims also. Because word is not there. Because word is something which grows and then dissolves. But that's word, in that word, anything when comes, it doesn't die. It remains forever. So
That's still it's a concept that is really hard to get, the eternal thing, because I don't know it, of course. It's very difficult to try. You can't understand it if you don't know what it is, right? So that's.
but actually, self is there or not.
Yes, I believe it.
Believe it?
I know, I know, yeah.
What is your
I
question?
just started. I'm not sure if it's a question. It's more. It's just I understand that I'm not there yet, so it's difficult to grasp what eternal can mean, can give
Actually,
you.
when you are not there anywhere, you are not doing it when you start. When you are in 10th, do you know what is there in university being taught? You know it.
Sorry.
When you are in 10th class, 10th standard, in the schooling you are, do you know what is being taught in the university?
No.
Same here.
But it is a little bit easier to understand, because we know we know the worldly things. You see people that are doing
You hear it
university or that are having.
You only hear it from people. You didn't experience
And
it.
that's true.
You see it now as
No,
well, right?
Swati is
Okay, it's the same. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah. Bingo.
After hearing you can start, you know.
I know it gets way more prikkelen. How do you say that? It stimulates. It does stimulate.
inspiring.
Yeah, it inspires definitely. Yeah.
Actually, word compel you to search others, not yourself.
Yeah.
Worldly thinking and the word, you know, they don't make you busy in your own self. You see others there. Here you have to see your own self. How I am, how I should be. You want to remain like this all the life? Or you want to be better? Or better than what you have to do?
Go inside. Go inside. Yeah.
You have to think of the better objective also, better aim also. From objective you have to become subjective there. In objective state, word is the aim. In subjective state, self is the aim. So self is not the aim with us yet, you know. Yes.
Do you have any advice on feeling fear? I can sometimes feel, I can dedicate my life, to this cause, or like I do my best at least. But fear, when I get scared about some external situations, like stress, or which I see as fear also, it takes me out, and I become the doer, and it takes me out of self or inside. And
Actually, when you have got not inside yet, then fear comes. If you are inside, fear can't enter it.
What are we going to do about the other nights?
yeah,
We have to practice.
I tell you so.
Actually, if decision is there, then practice will start. If doubt is there, you won't practice. This is what is happening, doubts are still there. We are not trying.
I feel convinced. We have to practice.
But the thing is, could you say that we still have doubt, we still are fear? Is it just a decision? Okay, I stop having doubts, I stop having fears, and you don't have them anymore, and then you can go inside. I mean, it's a process.
Actually, these things come at some stage. When you go higher, they are no more.
Yeah, but we are still in a stage where it's kind of mutual. Yeah, so the practice of meditation and the practice of sitting still and try to go inside.
You have to decide what is your goal first thing.
Yeah.
If you decide your goal, then you will start. Goal is knowing your own self. And self is something different from the things known up to now. Up to now, you know what? Things grow and they die. But self doesn't die. That's why I use the word there, eternal. That eternal self, word gave you what? How can we say it is eternal? What is eternal? We have not seen eternal yet. Anything eternal we have not seen yet, But it is there. That's why I gave the example of curd, If you don't see, still they are there. Somebody has seen, that's why they are saying it is eternal. Scriptures say, gurus say, preceptors say, and practitioner also say that is eternal. Yeah.
2 days ago you were saying the products of other people's mind create something in a form. That's what you're... The products of other people's mind create something in a form. And that's what I have here on the paper. So I was reading it back, and I thought, I don't know, and I didn't really understood anymore.
Something is missing.
Yeah, I guess so.
You can create your own world. That's what you're doing.
What's it about
About the form.
About what someone's physical appearance is like?
When was it today?
It's no, it was 2 days ago. At the end. Like when
Actually, what she has opened here and seen it here only. Had he seen in the room, she would have asked me when he came here. I saw this and you give me the answer. I have seen it just now.
What, sorry?
Say it again.
Had he seen this, sentence in the room, then she should have first come and say, this I had not understood. Answer me.
Mm-hmm.
No, she has seen just now.
Dus toen je in de kamer bij hem was, had je die vraag ook kunnen stellen.
I know, but then on that moment I didn't see it yet.
So now you write it down, that you find out what is this.
Okay.
Then you go to Swamiji.
And I will ask again.
He will clear it up.
Yes, ma'am.
The only thing we said is the body's reflection of a state of mind. At the end of 2 days ago. Is that maybe it?
Ah, maybe. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah. Bye.
No, I will check it again. Just later on.